help this evening, if you don't mind, before we get underway officially. If I can get the cast and Bob Gale of the trilogy movies to come towards the podium here, we would greatly appreciate it. If they're behind you, please let them through. And then we'll get officially started. Darlene, come on. Bob, Charles Fleischer, where is Charles Fleischer? Make your way to the podium. Ricky Dean Logan, make your way. Elsa Raven's on her way. I just want all the cast up here. Don, full of love, here we go. Just so we have you all in one place. Thank you. Charles Fleischer, I see you. Elsa Raven is coming, fantastic. Are you guys having a good time already? Yes!
Oh my God!
Do I have all the cast with us? All the cast, yes? Now, media, all the media, please be right up here, okay? Please, for me, thank you. Where's ABC News? ABC, are you here? Where, I know you're here. Okay, you want to come right up here? Go charge with ABC right here, please. ABC 7 right on that.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening and welcome to the Hollywood Museum in the historic Max Factor building. At this time, I would like to introduce the president and the founder of the Hollywood Museum, the chair of the Hollywood Chamber of Commerce, chair of the Hollywood Historic Trust, and the vice chair of the California Film Commission, Danelle Dadigan.
So I want to thank you all for coming here this evening. You know, we have so many dignitaries from so many different walks of life here tonight, but I am thrilled. Oh yes, you must be quiet. I think only a few of you don't know yet, but in my last life I was a school teacher. But we do want to introduce many, many individuals that are here tonight. But right away, I would like to thank the entertainment industry and all of the executives from the different studios that are here tonight. Thank you so much for joining us. First off, we are so happy to have with us tonight the Vice President of TCM Enterprises and the Vice President and Head of Director of the TCM Film Festival right here in Hollywood. Please welcome Genevieve McGillicuddy. Genevieve, thank you for making the trip. And we have many friends from Universal Studios. Bob, I wonder why. Why, Bob? But you all know it's the studio that made the Back to the Future trilogy films. So thank you all for joining us this evening. I know you're going to recognize many of the artifacts that are on display tonight. Thank you all. First off, I would like to give a shout out to the contributors who participated in the Back to the Future trilogy. Please hold your applause until the end when I'm finished reading all the names. First off, the godfather of the Back to the Future trilogy, creator, co-producer, co-writer, Papa Bob Gale. And there's so many of you in this room, I can't see all of you, but our guest curator, Rob Klein. Rob, where are you? Oh, Rob is in the back, as usual. Stephen Clark, Bill and Patrick Shea, they are the phenomenal collectors. They brought the hero car from Back to the Future 3 all the way from the East Coast here. They tracked it out. Thank you so much. Patrick, where are you? Thank you. We have Paul Nye, Nate Truman, Robert Baker, Chuck Costas, Jeffrey Mark, Jonathan Hunt, Al Valor, Richie Gaona, Jennifer Klein, Rob's wife. Thank you for your special contributions. We really appreciate it. And of course, the voice of God earlier, Steve Nickelmo, our Director of Operations here at the Hollywood Museum, and the museum staff. Thank you so much for all that you do, Steve. Thank you. I would like to make an announcement at this time. In celebration of this historic exhibit, the Hollywood Museum will be making a donation to Team Fox, Michael J. Fox Foundation. And we will do so in the name of the Hollywood Museum and Ruptured Ducks. So, without further ado, please welcome the godfather, creator, producer, and co-director of the Back to the Future trilogy, Papa Bob Gale.
Thank you all for coming. You know, if the me from today got the DeLorean and went back to September 1980, when Bob Zemeckis and I were trying to figure out what this story was going to be. And I told my younger self that this many years later, we'd be in a museum. I would have looked at this old fucker and said, "What are you drinking? And could I have some?" Back to the Future is the Energizer Bunny that just keeps on going and going. It seems like every generation finds themselves in this, embraces it. Parents who saw the movie when they were kids now want to show it to their kids. Their kids are growing up and they show it. And it'll keep on going for all time. Thank you. Mel asked me to order. This is USA Today from January 1986. Ronald Reagan quoted Back to the Future in his State of the Union address. He said that where America's going, we won't need roads. So this is a fitting addition to the exhibit over there, which will go next to a photo of Reagan that he signed to me because I thanked him for quoting the movie in his speech. So let's see it, Bob. So here we are, still plugging USA Today, just like we did in Back to the Future 2. Okay, I've said enough.
I just want us to get the newspaper from the museum.
That's why it's here. Yes. Thanks to everybody who worked on the movies. And thank you all for keeping this legacy alive and showing it to your friends, your neighbors, your kids, your enemies, whoever. Let's just keep it going. On to the future.
Sir Bob, we have a little surprise for you.
Please welcome Sean Starkey, Hollywood Deputy, for Council Member Mitch O'Farrell to present a proclamation to Bob Gale.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you, Dee Dee, for hosting this amazing event at the historic Hollywood Museum in the historic Max Factor building. So I think I speak freely for everybody, but I'm amazed by this exhibit and all the amazing things you brought together. Thank you, Bob, for creating such an amazing movie. In my job, working for Councilmember Mitch O'Farrell, oftentimes we get to do events with the community. And a couple of years ago, one thing that we did was we hosted a movie night and made sure that the movie that we showed was Back to the Future. That way, not only people that are my age, that are near 40, can bring their kids out and show them how magical it is. And I can tell you after that event, all the kids that ran up to us and thanked us, this movie will live on for generations to come. So on behalf of Councilmember Mitch O'Farrell, I'm honored to be here tonight and to present you with this proclamation from the City of Los Angeles.
To the letter? That's the Western Union. Original prop.
Well, as you know, Back to the Future is very special, and Bob Gale is very special. And I know that you're all wondering about this, but you know, behind every great man, there is a great woman. So, let me introduce to you Mrs. Bob Gale. Tina, where are you? Next up, Bob, we have another surprise for you. I'm the school teacher.
Please welcome Baitzar Tomasian, Hollywood District Director, who will present a proclamation from State Senator Maria Elena Durazo.
Good evening, everyone. What an incredible evening tonight. Today is a historic day here in Hollywood. California is the 5th largest economy in the world, and it is because of all of you right here in this room, because of the film industry and all that you have contributed to this state, that make this state, the state of California, the 5th largest economy in the world. So congratulations to all of you for this accomplishment. But more importantly, tonight, we want to honor one of your own. Mr. Gale, I want to say, on behalf of Senator Maria Elena Durazo, we all grew up on Back to the Future. There's a generation of my generation, the 80s generation, that grew up with the trilogy. You've given so much to this industry. We want to thank you, we appreciate you, and we want to present you with this proclamation from the state of California.
Mayor on Elm Street, and of course the beloved voice of Roger Rabbit. Please welcome Mr. Charles Fleischer.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I have no proclamations. I proclaim that gladly. But I am very honored to be a part of this incredible trilogy of films. And one day in the future, this will be studied for its prophetic value. And if you examine the origins of it, Bob Zemeckis and Bob Gale, Bob and Bob. How many great writing teams have the same first name? It's not John Lennon and John McCartney. It doesn't happen. Bob is a magical name. It's a palindrome. They say backwards and forwards, like the number 1001, which interestingly enough is 3 consecutive prime numbers factored. 7 times 11 times 13 equals 1001. Just like Bob, backwards and forwards. In dramatic, Bob means shining, famous, and brilliant, like a 5-pointed star. Thank you for that. Right on, brother. We have John DeLorean's lawyer back there with some extra coke for you people in the back. The 5-pointed star is intrinsically constructed based on the golden ratio, which can be expressed as the square root of 5 plus 1 divided by 2. The key to this is plus 1. This movie had, in 2015, the Cubs winning the series. They won in 2016, plus 1. This is prophetic. This is magical. And going into the future, for those of you who do not know this, Back to the Future 4, 5, and 6 raised a lot of questions, but Back to the Future 7, 8, and 9 answered all of them. God bless. Stay holy.
And Mayor Gordon Wilson, please welcome down to Goldenlove.
Greetings, citizens. I'd just like to say, by proclamation, declaration, referendum, and addendum, I hereby declare this an awesome exhibit. If I can get everybody on the count of 3 to say Back to the Future. 1, 2, 3. Back to the Future! Yes, indeed. I'd like to thank Mr. Bob Gale because I had no idea what his vision was 30 some odd years ago. All I know is I showed up at Universal and tried to get a job. I got a job. I became Goldie Wilson. My life forever, Don Fuller of me, that's the real me, forever will be Mayor Goldie Wilson. And I have no problem with that, thank you, Mr. Bob Gale. Okay, so I said everything that I wanted to say. I just want to thank everybody for coming here. I want to thank everybody for making Back to the Future the most incredible thing that ever happened in my life, because 30 some odd years ago I had no idea that I would be standing here talking to you about a film. God bless you all and thank you. And one thing before I go, when you vote, who will you vote for? You daggone right. And I just love to say, the clock tower lady. It's because of her. She took up a donation. Mayor Goldie Wilson is trying to save the clock tower. We're going to hear from her soon.
This is Back to the Future Part 1, in a very memorable Save the Clock Tower scene. Please welcome Elsa Ray.
I don't know what to say. I mean, you people are just marvelous, and I'm so grateful for all the people who are responsible for this evening.
Please welcome back Danelle Denny.
Whilst I'm carrying this glass of clear liquid, shh, you'll want to know this. It'll be posted tomorrow, I'm sure, tonight. But it's actually just water, so don't worry about it, I think. Anyway, we want to do some celebrity shout-outs. There's so many people here tonight that we'd like to thank everyone for coming. First of all, Darlene Vogel from Spike and Back to the Future 2. Ricky Dean Logan from Data and Needles Gang, Back to the Future 2 and 3. Richie Guona, also from Riffs Gang. Welcome. The Pointer Sisters, Anita and Bonnie. I know you're here, but I lost you. And you know, Anita's new book, Fairy Tale, is out February 11th. We're thrilled for her. Margaret O'Brien, film legend. Renee Wallace, the have and have-nots. Natalia Safran. Annabelle Comes Home. And Aquaman. Michelle Mullins, No Filter Fridays. Lee Purcell, Carol of the Bells. Lee, I know you're here. Dee Wallace from E.T. Lee Merriweather from Batman 66. Lee, I saw you. Ro Brooks from the Have and Have-Nots. Rosalind Kind, we all know her. The award-winning singer, Rosalind, thank you so much for coming this evening. Kate Linder from The Young and Restless. Judy Tenuta. Aiva Georges from Criminal Minds. Sophia Milos from CSI Miami. Carolyn Hennessy from General Hospital and True Blood. Carolyn, I know you're here. Danny Arroyo. Maria Guardia, How to Get Away with Murder, Stacia Gates, Patty Negri from The Good Witch, Don Wells from Gilligan's Island, two-time Daytime Emmy winner, Kira Reed-Lorsch. Kira, I know you're here. Deanna Lansleen from Young and Restless and Days of Our Lives. Elaine Ballas, The Rich and the Ruthless. Thank you, Elaine, for joining us tonight. Jax Malcolm, Rico Anderson. Eileen Graff from Mr. Belvedere and her husband, Ben Lazarone, the Broadway composer. Alice Hunter, The Big Bang Theory, Adam Wiley, Picket Fences, Darcy Donovan, Modern Family, Isabella Leon, Disney Princess Club, Jalen Bates, WITS Academy, Sean Ryan Peterson, Victor and Valencian, Tracy Weezer, The Neighbors, Life in Pieces, and Alyssa DeLorean. There's more. That's more. Kathleen Hughes, the film star. Kathleen, I know you're here this evening. Thank you so much for coming. Film legend, Terry Moore. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, please. Lydia Cornell, Too Close for Comfort. Jeremy Miller, Growing Pains. Petrie Bird, Judge Judy.
Thank you so much!
Petrie, are we good? Jordan Rhea James from Family Reunion. Michael Cimino, Milan Disney, Love Simon, Annabelle Comes Home, and Training Day. Abraham Rodriguez, Power Rangers on Nickelodeon and feature films. Gabriela Martinez, recurring role on Penny Dreadful, City of Angels, Showtime. And Young Sheldon. Fiona Adams rating, Alyssa. And Rita on Skater Figure. Yasmin Fletcher, Disney's new Upside Down Magic. Sloan Siegel, best known for his role in Approved by Michael J. Fox. And it is of Michael J. Fox as Marty McFly on his hoverboard with his famous Nikes. The collector who commissioned this loaned this statue to us with Michael J. Fox's blessing. And in return, we are asking that everyone would make a donation to Team Fox. And we know you're going to enjoy this exhibit, and all you have to do is open up Mr. Fusion and drop something at the bottom of the Lucite box. And that would make Michael very happy, and we hope to have him here in spring, I believe. So this will be very exciting, and we hope you all enjoy the exhibit this evening. Thank you so much for joining us.
Dude, I didn't know that was a donation drop box. That's kind of cool. Cool idea.